At the beginning of the film, a passenger's condition is shown to be deteriorating. She goes to the washroom and sees her injured arm. Her condition worsens as a result, and she begins shivering and dispumating. The color of her eyes also changes, and then she changes into a wolf from a human. When the people see the wolf at the airport, they get scared. They were rushing because she was ending people being a wolf, and the police also arrive. The police can't control her, and it was becoming difficult. She was ending the people, and the people on whom her saliva was falling also changed into wolves. They also start ending others while changing into a wolf. The army was called to control this situation, and the army releases a special gas at the airport, and the wolves change into humans. They get faint and then were taken to a place where a microchip was placed in their arms. So they can be tracked if they will run from here. They are also given medicine so their heartbeats will be in control. They can change into a wolf if their heartbeat will increase. They were under the army, and there was a head who was controlling them named General Manning. He was a rude and stone-hearted man and was treating them like animals. He was considering the infected people wolves. Major Hoffman was trying to make him understand he has to behave nicely to them, so they will live properly, but the general refuses to obey the major, and during this a human changes into a wolf. The 4 officers of the army were ended just to control the wolf. The injections were fired at it to make it faint, and it gets faint, but when he awakes he was in a human getup. The general locks him into a room and brings an infected human in front of him, and it was a wolf. They were tied to the chair and then given an injection. Due to it, their heartbeat increased. They change into wolves, and one ended another wolf. The General Manning was seeing all this as he wants to use them in his army against the enemy city. The doctor was telling the virus gets viral through saliva to others, not through the blood. When they spit on a normal human, he gets infected with the virus. This virus can be treated if we will find any medicine for it. Major Hoffman arrives, who was going to the airport to find the patient 0, and he was told that the patient 0 will be the one whose behavior was changed firstly. When Hoffman leaves, the general was talking to his junior that if Hoffman will get the 0 patient, we may get the treatment of this virus. Likewise, we can increase the quantity, and we can also use them for war whenever we want while hanging them into wolves. So end the news of the 0 patient when Hoffman will deliver it to you, because he can change the wolves into humans. We have to use them for war. Hoffman reaches the airport and was watching the recordings through an advanced technology camera. Then he sees a passenger in the video, as there was restlessness on her face, and she was the same passenger we saw at the start of the movie. Hoffman sees Donna's camera when he was watching the video attentively, and then he asks for Donna's camera from the security guard. There were many wolf pictures on the camera, and a wolf has bitten her. Its tooth was left in Donna's arm, and Major Hoffman discovers Donna is patient 0. He conveys this information to General Manning. Manning wants to end Hoffman and then injects an injection into a man among them. He drops him at the airport so he will end Hoffman while changing into a wolf. Now the man changes into the wolf and comes to Hoffman. It was about to attack him, but he makes it relax while placing his gun aside, but when the wolf was about to attack him, Hoffman ends it. On another side, General Manning make everyone believe not to trust Hoffman, as he is infected. Manning was doing this to hide his plan and doesn't want anyone to know about it. Hoffman will be caught while considered infected. Now General Manning was searching for Donna among the people he caught, as she was the passenger whom we saw at the start of the movie. Donna starts hiding when she discovers they are finding her, and her heartbeat increase, which causes her to change into a wolf. The army catches her when she was running from there as a wolf, as they have placed an electric fence around. Donna couldn't cross the fence, and the army catches her and takes her to their lab. They scan her body and find a wolf tooth in her arm. Now General Manning was about to end Donna, but Hoffman arrives. He stops him and tells him Donna is patient 0, and the tooth of the wolf in her arm will be helpful for us in making an antivirus. Now he agrees, because if they will not get the antivirus to the disease, how he will use them for war? The doctor was taking out the tooth from Donna's arm, and her heartbeat increased. She changes into a wolf and roars, and when she roars, the other infected people changes into wolves. They escape from there, and Donna ends an officer standing in front of her. The others run from the lab, but Hoffman places his gun aside and relaxes Donna. Donna hears him and becomes relaxed. She changes into a human, and the wolves arrive in the city. They were destroying the city. Donna and Hoffman come out with the help of the wire, but the companions of General Manning was shooting them. They sit in a boat and run from there, but General Manning traces them. He was tracking them with the help of the chip in Donna's hand. Hoffman was taking the girl with him, but the companions of General Manning arrive. They take Donna with them. They fire at Hoffman, and he shot a bullet due to it. On another side, the president has ordered to blast the bridges, so the wolves will not move to another city through the bridges, and the president also gives orders to blast New York. The scene shifts to Hoffman, who was still alive, and moves to the army lab in the Car. The doctor takes out the tooth from Donna's arm and also prepares the antivirus from it. There was a blast done by Major Hoffman. As General Monning hears the blast, he moves to the place with his team. The doctor shows him the tooth and says, "We have got the treatment for this virus now." As they escape from there, the companions of General Monning come in front. Now they ask for the wolf's tooth from them, but Major Hoffman wraps a bomb into a paper and throws it to them. He says this is a wolf's tooth. As they hold the wrapper, the bomb blasts. Due to it, the team Monning becomes injured, and now he was attacking Hoffman, but a wolf arrives and ends him. Monning also ends the wolf while dying. Now their path was clear, and General Monning, who was seeming dead, was still alive. He has also changed into a wolf because of being bitten by a wolf. Major Hoffman was leaving on a plane with Donna, but Monning attacks their plane as a wolf. Plane catches fire due to it and it falls on a bridge. Monning has arrived inside the plane and takes Donna with him while dragging her. Later, Hoffman injects an injection and changes into a wolf. To take revenge on Monning, who is a wolf now, and to save Donna. On the other hand, the explosions are depicted on the city's bridges, so the wolves will not move to another city from here. Monning makes Hoffman badly injured and he changes into a human. Then Donna picks up a gun to end General Monning, as she was also injured and she also dies. Then Hoffman calls the president. He says, "We have to stop this blast mission as we have got the cure of the virus. We can save our city, stop the blasts in New York as we have the cure of this virus." Then a bomb was thrown at the bridge where the doctor and Hoffman were. They jump into the sea. Now the president has taken his orders back and forbid to do any blast in the city. Major Hoffman sees the wolf's tooth and was happy that he did not lose it because he needs to treat the virus from it.